ma questo è purtroppo un po'
哎，那地上个笔啊，有时间。
And I don't really need to tell them.
Why do they? Fire. Oh, good.
C'est chiant, mais au pire, c'est juste pour attirer un peu.
parking. Me and Mitch just figuring out like what to tell me.
مش معقول يعني اكون جاي من دبي ولا جاي ولا من بريطانيا.
Grizzly, c'est quand je me pousse.
shit，没啥信号，这公司信号很差。
No, that's not. No ja widziałam.
反正我给人的建议是，来英国嘛，穿衣服嘛。 Ja, maar ik heb het ook een
to take the first station service at Oxford Church. Please post or let us stop for directions and waiting time.
Yeah, and they're all full.
I was not happy.
It is the craziest thing.
Okay, if we actually do stop.
Ali, ó, tem a barra curta aqui, tá?
Poi guarda, quando vedere portino.
Yeah, and I'll drop the
Yeah, it's like
Ama bu şeyden amanı da
Çok selam.
Not you were. Shut up.
This is Buenos temas, por lo que
卧室连更多。
Got this one out again that Lisa got me.
كان خطوية زيادة كان فاكر
Ah, come raffinare il latte quando è so, let's be serious from Zara.
Weißt du mit Vater? If you go even further. why they're spreading headlamps.
It's a bit long.
10 minutes.
Hey, who's that? Who's that?
There is.
Well, Cafe Concerto's got a lovely place there.
Left one to get
Okay.
Managing director for the group. We did. We ended up doing it several years later.
Yeah. I kind of.
Go to it.
Oh, yeah, hi. You weren't looking.
They have areas to sit, but you can walk around.
Like some
Ils sont vivants.
No, I say no, yes, I agree.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll hopefully we'll be back soon.
The thing is, like, it's very hard to get the one you're looking for.
Get on Piccadilly.